Hi there. So in today's video, I want to talk about the qualities and abilities that make us INFJs attractive, meaning the things that draw people to us in general, not just romantically. And of course, this goes way beyond physical attributes. So let's start with the very first quality that makes people attracted to INFJs, which is, I think, their ability to dive deep into the mind and psyche of others with their introverted intuition and with their extroverted feeling, being able to anticipate the needs and likes or dislikes of others and adjust themselves to them if they want to, of course. I'm not promoting, any unhealthy people-pleasing habits here. In fact, an INFJ who has learned to set healthy boundaries, of course, is 10 times more attractive than those who haven't mastered this yet. But really, after having an intense or, deep conversation with an INFJ, some people might really feel truly understood, maybe for the first time ever or first time in a long while, and or they feel seen for who they really are at best. And of course, not everyone likes that. Some people are also scared by this ability. But those who actually value this quality of the INFJ might really be able to gain valuable insights, not just about life in general, but mostly about themselves. I think INFJs are great at we don't necessarily do this even consciously, but somehow we can help others to integrate lost or dormant aspects of their personality, and we can trigger others to find out more about themselves and initiate their self-discovery, which is why my channel is called Soul Discovery, by the way. Just saying. Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next point on my list. And of course, another quality that makes INFJs attractive is that they are highly intelligent. I dare to say that on a good day, an INFJ might be able to, win against even an ENTP in a debate if they are well prepared and the ENTP doesn't use humor as a weapon against them, because then the INFJ most likely will lose. But different than some of the N types, the INFJs are very intellectual, but not cold. At least not if we're talking about healthy INFJs who are attractive to people. They radiate warmth and compassion, and they give off a very trustworthy vibe. Like, people just know they can tell their secrets and stories and whatever to them. Yes, and as INFJs are so caring, but at the same time intelligent and able to think in abstract terms and expand their loving energy towards larger groups of people or humanity itself, instead of just focusing it on like their small circle. At best, at least, if they have developed their extroverted feeling. There's actually a term called spiritual motherhood, which is very interesting and reminds me a lot of this quality of the INFJ. And I came across this term studying social work. has been coined by Henriette Schrader-Breymann in 1848, I think it was. So it's a very old concept, but it still holds a lot of truth and value today, I think, because it just kind of describes what I just said. It stems from the so-called kindergarten movement, and it was the idea that women were supposed to use their caring, their intuitive gifts and their caring nature and receptivity in a more professional setting, and not just in their own families, and also combine these qualities with higher learning and actual facts and theories and strategies and so on. And I think that's something that INFJs are very good at. Yeah. What else? So what I just wanted to add is that regardless which gender you identify as an INFJ, I think this spiritual motherhood is something that all INFJs might be able to relate to, not just, women. Because also INFJ men have those same qualities. If they express them in the same way, or if they are at peace with that, is another question, of course. Another thing that makes INFJs attractive is that they are able to express their emotions in various different ways. Firstly, the ability to express your emotions in general is something that sometimes, struggle with more. Those who don't have extroverted feeling, or, have extrovert feeling low in their function stack, they might see this as a weakness, or, something they just have a lot of problems with. To even get a clear understanding of what they are actually feeling, even though INFJs sometimes struggle with that as well, and then have like the courage and just, the being in this kind of flow where you just let it out and let other people see it and take part in it. It can be a huge challenge for some of the types, and to us INFJs it comes rather naturally. In fact, we really need this. We need to express our feelings a lot. That's why a lot of INFJs also, use artistic outlets for that, because otherwise we become unhealthy and stagnant in life, and repressing our emotions, of course, isn't good for any type, but especially not if you're an INFJ. Okay, but yeah. So this ability might be seen as a weakness, as I said, by some of the more rational types who think INFJs are being overly dramatic, or their good judgment is clouded by their emotions too much. But actually, of course, it's a strength and something also a lot of people admire in us. Okay, so the last thing I wrote down, I think, was about how we use our style and, our sense of style and fashion also to express ourselves. And I think some of the other NF types do this as well sometimes, but INFJs really change their appearance a lot in correlation with their moods and their thoughts on whatever given day. They like to embody different styles and experiment with their looks. Yes, and some people think that's interesting and fascinating. Okay, and another physical thing, which I probably should have mentioned at the beginning when I was talking about, the deep connections INFJs are able to form, is just the INFJ stare. Like, often it is said that INFJs do have very magnetic eyes, or eyes that can basically look into your soul. I don't know if that's true, but I remember my mom telling me how my INTJ dad was kind of afraid of me or shocked about me as a baby, because I was looking at him in such an intense way, and he felt like could look inside of him or something like that, which I found very funny. So there might be something to that. So that's it for now. I hope you liked my list, and feel free to comment something, and yeah, I hope I'll see you again. Bye.